Hey everybody, this is Miss Lisa, and she's going to give us her testimony. So Miss Lisa, how did you first hear about Abundant Life?
Many years ago at the old location, I went on the internet looking for anybody to help me. I was really, really sick, had a ton of food allergies, and I was seizuring almost on a daily basis. And I prayed about it, and I was scrolling through the internet, and I saw Dr. Zaino's website, and thought, I should go to this guy. So that's how I came to Abundant Life Chiropractic.
All right, awesome. So how are you doing before you started coming here?
Okay, that's kind of like a two-part thing, because I used to live here in the Woodlands, and so when I was seeing him, I started to have less seizures, my digestive system started to get better, etc. But then my husband, who wasn't my husband at the time, but he moved to Vegas, and so did I subsequently, and I didn't fully finish treatment. I didn't ever feel like I fully got totally well. Mm-hmm. So I ended up getting sicker over time in Vegas and felt this pull. It was always this idea in my mind, I gotta get back there. This is something that was really helping me. So I ended up praying about it. I felt guided to come back here. I flew back from Las Vegas, got x-rays, and my spine was almost worse than it was before I had first started coming before. Wow. And just to give you an idea, my neck was almost phase 3. And he told me, I knew I couldn't walk up a flight of stairs. I was really sick. I wasn't having seizures anymore, and my food allergies had gone away, but my overall sense of well-being was gone. I was dying. Mm-hmm. I was dying. So when I came back here and I got x-rays again, this was about 9 months ago, I got x-rays. And he said to me, he goes, Lisa, you have to do something. We have to do something about this. You're gonna die. Like, you're really, really sick. Especially because of the damage to my neck. And so after a whole bunch of crying and praying about it, I asked him, I said, what am I supposed to do? I live in Las Vegas. There is nobody in Las Vegas that does what you do. What am I supposed to do? And he said, can you give me 6 months? Now I have a husband and a job. I have a life out in Las Vegas. And I just prayed about it, and I felt this yes, and I just knew. So I said, I don't know how this is gonna happen, but I have to do this. So, and my husband's so supportive, he totally understands. And it was one of those things when I relocated to Vegas, this is one of those things that really bothered him too. This is the one thing that we both felt like I left behind, this treatment. Because it's not like your average chiropractor. I did try to find another chiropractor. But even if they do x-rays, more as like a adjunct, like an addition to what they do. And it's not like, they really focused on how do you feel, and I had numbness and parts of my whole, I wasn't even feeling healthy, but you can't look at somebody, ask them how they feel and know what you're supposed to do for them like that. And I knew that, and so anyway, so I made the commitment to come out here. So, which is, if you feel like this half-hour drive, hour and a half drive, or whatever, to come see Dr. Zaino when he's the closest person maybe to you that does what he does with this awesome corrective care, then, just think of someone who leaves her husband in Las Vegas and comes back. But I was telling Carla this the other day. I said, it's not for people who need it, it's for people who want it. You have to really want to heal. And I really was just tired of the physical. I just was like, you know what? I have to give it my all. So I did. I relocated here. As God works, a friend of mine who works for an airline, she gave me a buddy pass for a year, so I had free airfare. Wow. And but I hardly went back, because you have to keep going to build up the momentum of healing, whatever. And a friend of mine lent me her car. God provides. But I think that Dr. Zaino used to say this to me all the time, that God heals your body, you heal your body can heal itself. He just helps it get out of its own way, and that's really important. So.
All right, Ms. Lisa, well, how have you been healing since getting your corrective care adjustments?
I I've been doing this in addition to, I went, and I'm not saying everybody's supposed to do this because everybody has their own little path, right? But I had to go fully vegan, which is just fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and whatever. Sometimes rice, potatoes, blah, blah. And I learned a breathing technique to help me because my neck was really damaged, and I ended up having a sleep apnea for a while. And taking supplements, detoxing, working out. But I have to say, like, being here and getting the adjustments, and even like just as important, or even like sometimes more importantly, the direction, the instruction of the home traction stuff, the ability to measure your progress by looking at x-rays so that you know what you're trying to do, your mind and your body, like your purpose is set. So every day doing it, that my energy level's gone up. I ended up renting a room in an apartment 3 flights up, and I had to take water bottles, you know, like in villages where they carry all the buckets, like that was me, you know, up 3 flights of stairs with all my packages, all my fruit. That's very heavy stuff, by the way. Fruit's heavy, and but my posture has gotten better. Like I used to be like seriously, like if I wasn't monitoring it, I would start going like this, you know? Even like I meditate almost every day, and when I meditate, I would be sitting and meditating, and all of a sudden I would start feeling my body really relaxing, but it would relax into the position it was normally at. And now it's like I have so much more, my new normal is to be in a much healthier posture. You know, and all of the neck exercises that have opened up. I mean, I do the thing that goes over the door, which is I do up to 100 a day, and because you build up.
Awesome.
I mean, but you know, it's so important to do this stuff and to lay on that, you know, the life curve, which only hurts when I try to put my hands forward and do Facebook, but like. But I do that up to 30 minutes a day, and then after, like, 30 minutes at a time, I mean, and then whatever. I guess, you know, I don't think I can specifically say what symptoms. I can say I know what it feels like to be dying, and I know what it feels like to be living. And I would have to say that I just got the chills.
That was good.
Yeah, that was really good. But I would have to say I gave it 7 months, not even just 6. And I'm almost done. I have 1 more day tomorrow. And I've been told what to do when I go back, you know, with keeping up all the home traction and stuff. I'm going to come back here and get x-rays again. And I'm so grateful. You know, I really am. I mean, this whole process also, I'll say this last thing, that is so good for someone like me is I don't like going to a doctor, spending time filling out a form, talking, although I do like to talk, we know that. But like laying down on the table, maybe somebody looks at you, touches you, puts some hot compresses to like loosen you up, whatever. Then they do some work by just looking at your body that particular moment, and you've spent 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half at the least there, and you don't know that you're really any better. It's like symptom management, but not even necessarily. You know what I mean? It's like it's like emergency room. It's like emergency room chiropractic.
There you go.
It is, because it's like, you know, you can't stand up, your back is hurting you, or you have a pinch of something, or your neck feels like it's out. Okay, great. This person goes in and he fixes it in that moment. But your lifestyle, the way you sit, the way you're constantly looking down, you know, your posture. Your muscles are so trained to go in a certain direction, they're weak. You're dependent on that type of chiropractor. You're really dependent, and it's not to say you don't see this type of chiropractor on a regular basis, but this one, you keep getting better. That one, you're just putting out fires.
Yep.
And so if I'm gonna come here and spend 6-7 months here, I wanna know that I'm really gonna get something from my work. You know, I wanna know that there's gonna be results. And that's one of the main, I knew him already, you know, plus the fact that I felt intuitively guided, you know, I pray. But I knew how he does things, you know, and I knew that this is something that was really going to be helpful. So I'm very grateful for you guys.
Thank you so much, Miss Lisa.